Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Dose. I am a graduate of Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota. Go Cobbers. And I can still remember my first or second year religion class where a professor said to us, well, there probably weren't silent donkeys and docile cows sitting in this manger in a quiet scene with clean hay. And Jesus probably wasn't even born on December 25th. And quite honestly, I had never even really thought about this before. I was the kid who grew up in every single Christmas Sunday school program. I have a distinct memory of standing on a stage singing Simple Harmony to Away in a Manger when I was in 6th grade, standing next to these cute younger kids dressed like angels, probably dressed like donkeys as well. I have these memories, and I'm guessing I'm not alone. I'm sure some of you have those memories too. But believe it or not, my professor was actually onto something. We often think that we celebrate Christmas on December 25th because it's written in the Bible somewhere. And I realize I may be the one who is bursting your biblical bubble during this daily dose. But here this week, I am here to tell you that itself is a biblical myth. The Bible itself doesn't actually say, here is the day and the time and the month that Jesus was born. But throughout history, religious leaders and historians have tried to figure it out. And at one point, people have thought that Jesus was born on January 6th. At another point, they argued that it seemed unlikely that Jesus was born in winter at all because there were things written about shepherds keeping watch by their flocks at night. Maybe you recognize those words. And the story of shepherds hearing about Jesus being some of the first ones to actually see Jesus, that's a pretty important part of that bigger story of Jesus being born in a separation from the powers of the Roman Empire. But if that was the case, then some historians have said there's no way that shepherds would be out in their fields in the middle of December. That just wouldn't have been a normal practice at that time. So people have even determined that Jesus was maybe born in the spring. So why all the discrepancies over something that seems a pretty big deal in our Christian faith? Well, it's sometimes hard to remember because we live in such a tech-forward time because we live in the time when someone can post something on Twitter 5 years ago, and if someone took a screenshot of it, they could see the date and the timestamp. But remember, back then, many years ago, not that long ago actually, there was not a way to keep records that was based in technology or even books. Things were passed on through oral history or storytelling. But then there's that bigger question that some of you might be wondering, what does it do to my faith? When I think about the fact that Jesus, the primary figure of my faith, was maybe not born on this date that I've been celebrating for my whole life. Well, I can remember in that college class long ago, there were definitely some students who were not happy with my professor's answer. He was the kindest, even-keeled professor, and some people got really mad at him that day for busting their vision of the Christmas story. And I guess for me, bursting this biblical myth is an important reminder that there is so much more than one single detail guiding our faith. I'm reminded that there are accounts written in the early Hebrew scriptures that informed and influenced the life of Jesus and the people who he lived with. There are stories of Jesus's disciples and his family members who, after he died, influenced the formation of churches, that's still influencing the formation of churches in powerful ways. And I will still celebrate Christmas in December. I will still sing songs like Away in a Manger. But I'll also remember that these details were retold year after year, century after century by imperfect humans like you and me. And it's something uncertain like a date, but it doesn't have to cause a huge disruption in my entire faith life. It might cause me to dig deeper, ask some questions, but it might even strengthen our faith to go through this process. Thanks so much for watching The Daily Dose. We'd love for you to subscribe on our YouTube channel. You can watch on Facebook Live every single night. You can also watch on cable access. So be sure to invite your friends. Thanks.